Hi there, fix that car here with a piece on centre exhaust box replacement. Now why would you do this? As very often the cost of supply and fit isn't much more than buying the parts on their own. That's not so here. This particular exhaust piece only costs £40, but also I want to replace all the hangers and the gaskets to make sure it's a long-lasting repair. Looking down here, I've got 5 of these rubber hangers. I've got a new gasket. And if I go to the front of the exhaust, I'll just show you a couple of components. There's a flexible piece, and there's the hole that the secondary lambda sensor goes in. To prepare the car, I've reversed it onto ramps, and I've jacked up the front of the car, so I've got good access all around. First thing I'm going to do is to remove the rear box. Now underneath the car, the rear box is held in place with 3 hangers. There's one there and there's one either side at the back here, and it's connected to the centre pipe with this clamp here, which I'm now going to undo. Oh, I'm lucky there, it's actually free. I'll put some oil on it and the bolt's coming away. If not, just break it off and replace it. Well, the rear box joint was rusted solid, so I've removed the rear box with an angle grinder by cutting through the pipe a little bit further up. Be careful when you're doing this, as there are components you do not want to touch with an angle grinder, like the petrol tank or any brake piping. The way I did this was to loosen the hangers, drop the box down a little bit, and then get good access to the pipe. Having looked at this rear box a little bit closer, one of the hangers is rusted through there, so I've got a rear box to replace as well. The front of the car, remove the rear lambda sensor wiring connector. Then disconnect the 3 bolts that hold the manifold end against the catalyst. These are going to come off quite easily because I've had them off recently. If they break, you've got a drilling and retapping exercise to go through. With the old exhaust off and on the ground, compare it to the new one. This looks pretty good, apart from the piece I've chopped off the end there. Then swap over the secondary lambda sensor. Now in my case I was expecting a lot of difficulty here, but that actually came off very easily, which was a surprise. So I'll just clean that and I'll put that in there. I've taken the 2 hangers off that connect to these pieces, and here's the new one to compare. They're looking pretty good, so I shall put 2 new hangers on underneath the car, screw that in, use a new gasket and fix this in place. Now for the rear box replacement. This is the new one. Looks a bit different to the old one, but the fixings, hanging points are in the same place. It didn't come with a clamp like the old one did, so I've ground the weld off the old clamp, and I'm going to reuse that on there. I've got 3 new hangers. This time the hangers go on the box first of all, like so. I'll put the other 2 on, get underneath the car and clamp up. So here we have a complete new exhaust system fitted to the car. There's the reused clamp holding the centre section to the rear section. Let's take a look at what we've taken off and why. That's all of this, including 5 hangers and a small gasket at the end. The centre box on this split, and although it hadn't split open, the baffle inside had broken away, so there was a loud rattling noise coming from that. The rear section, which I hadn't expected to replace, had deteriorated at this point here, where the hanger meets the box. It's a bit disappointing actually. This is a Boswell box, and these hangers are just hollow tubes, not solid metal. So there we have it. The old exhaust system and a nice new one fitted to the car. Thank you for watching.